give me that fire. Dripping, I don't need a dryer. Walk on that water like I'm the Messiah. Singing my praise like a choir. Why they do that? Say my name right, I go dumb on the track. Tell them I rap, but they think I'm a snack. Running for me like they jill and they jack. Baby, no cap. Why do my lip on myself? I'm a bud. Walk past a girl like she mud. My money run after me in a jug. Sick of me, smell like a bug. Whoa, huffing, I blow down the guala. Just bring on the bacon if you tryna holler. Drop a bag on me like you won the lotto. What cool but tired of me, babe. Tell me don't worry about it. Whenever I'm out with him, I never pay. Follow me daily, Balenci all over me. I'm always getting my way. He going cuckoo for the kitty cat. Call up and Zelly, don't know how to act. No need to front, you know I love it blunt. So just say how you want it, I might throw it back. Yeah, bad girl ting from morning. Minute to the ballin'. Come on to my face, I don't want it. Say it one time to my garden, darling. If you don't like it, then bite me. Say you gon' block me, I treat him like Nike. Stassi, Price. Say my name right, yeah.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Pstock. Aluddin19 Freestyle Friday is back on 2022. That's how we do it. Big shout out to Aluddin19. Big shout out to Legacy 8. That was huge. Huge event, December 4th. Look out for Legacy 9 coming this fall. Definitely hit up Hood Idol, my man Lex Luger, the Backwood Ambassador, South State Connected, making it happen. Down in Jackson, Mississippi, got the Gulf Coast. He got everyone on lock. Look out for the Hood Idol coming to a city. Might be in your town. Check him out. For real, for real. But tonight, Freestyle Friday, we got something, a nice vibe tonight. You know, a veteran rapper, you know, that's a music artist, lover of music, making music. You know, this is great. You know, we bringing in here, you know, icon and on the East Coast, you know, from definitely from a group, you know, urban poetry. You know of them. If you're into boxing and you into this doing fun things and good music, urban poetry should be on your playlist as well. But we got Swerve Gotti in here tonight from the legendary urban poetry. What's happening, Swerve? You know, Freestyle Friday in it.
Yeah, what's good? What's good, P? Salute.
What's going on, man? So, you know, we respect and love. I mean, your videos are in rotation on the Aluddin19 Video Music Break, you know. So, and you got that the vibes and the music that the group put out, you know, it's catchy, and it comes on. And then people, man, what's that? You know, I get little comments, play that, want to hear that. Especially, I wish, you know, because a lot of people want, you know, that goes back to the day whenever music was still, you know, that's generational music. You know, that vibe, that sound, what y'all did with that One Wish is all the way live. You know, so you know, I like it. It's in rotation. It's gonna be there. So what's cracking, man? What's going on 2022?
Hey man, you know the year just started. Just trying to do the right thing, stay out the way, take care of my fam, you know, live life. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's happening. That's all you can do and ask for, you know, these days with 2022. So what's the music scene looking like for 2022? Closing out from 2021. What do you think the outlook as far as of the music leading out going into this new year?
Well, it's the same thing, but it's gonna be a transition again. It's gonna go back to that lyrical stuff. You know, right now it's just all about the beat and the chorus. If you got a nice beat and a nice hook, people vibe, you know. But
right.
It's gonna get back lyrical. It's gonna get back lyrical. You know, the world rotates and it gotta stand still.
Yeah. And that's the big thing because the lyrical stuff with Nas dropping all these great vibes on these albums, you know, is still keeping, you know, that lyrical flow right there on right there in the forefront with everything else, you know. So, and you're right about that, you know, and that's something. So is that, I mean, so today's music, you know, a lot of people consider it disposable, you know, like some of it, like we talked about like One Wish, that like that track, that sound, that vibe is something you can listen to 10 years from now and still be, you know, rocking smooth with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That type of music, you know.
No doubt, no doubt.
So do we see, who do you like out there now that's posed, that's young coming up, you know, that you think is coming in? Who do you think?
I like the kid Mozzie from the West Coast.
Mozzie,
Like,
yeah,
I'm really big on Mozzie. He lyrical, you know, and he talk that talk. You know, I'm really big on him.
Mozzie, yeah. Now you're right. Where's Mozzie out of now? Where's he from?
He's from Sacramento. He's from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
From Sac, Mozzie. I knew that sounded familiar. That I think that's 2K Kent, Young NAZ, all them guys. That's I think he was in their little circle, the Bay Area.
Yeah, he's from the Bay Area.
Sacramento,
exactly.
The Bay Area. You know.
Yeah, he's from the Bay Area. Exactly. He's tough, man.
Yeah,
really
Mozzie.
Tough.
Yep, I remember 2K talking about him. So that's deep. You know, I like. Wow, so Moz, he's in there. Okay,
yeah,
that's deep. So and then after that, who do you see? You know, in that realm.
You know, the people who made it so far. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, King Von. I was big on King Von. I'm big on my boy AR Ab. You know, salute to him. How he do his prison time and everything. You know, there's certain people I'm big on, man. Like, I like the kid Vado too. I'm still real big on Vado out of Harlem. You know,
Vado out of Harlem.
Yeah, he's real lyrical.
Yeah, see that's big, and that was my next question to you, because you're from the Northeast up there in Newark, you know, and New Jersey. So, and that vibe. So, a lot of people, I had an argument the other day about, you know, the South rappers, you know, what's going on down South, the movement. Like you talked about, everything goes around. And up in the Northeast, stuff like K Slay dropping those 100 rappers, and you know, and everything, man. 50, he was killing it, you know, and exposing. So, with that being said, in today's, you know, music scene, and I'm seeing it too, and I'd like to hear what you guys say about it. A lot of the older artists, you know, rappers from back in the day, there's still a lane, and there's still a audience that's flocking to it.
Dressing the culture. I'm addressing the culture, huh?
What's up, everyone? It's Lizette Martinez here, and guess what? I have a new show called Let's Talk. I'm the Address the Culture Network and also iHipHopTV.com. I'm an author. My name is Lizette Martinez. I wrote Jingo #9, How to Survive R. Kelly. My book is available on Amazon and also Barnes & Noble. Check it out.
Aluddin19. Tune in, man.
So here's something I wrote the past 24 hours. To everyone locked in with soldiers. Shit, yeah, gotta scream that louder. To all those spinning bobs in our state of mind, it holds all power. Feels like 2020's going up in smoke. Black powder, back down like I never. That's why I pray for deliverance. Social distant current state that we're living in. This year was meant to be a statement. We gotta be patient. Wait for the dividends to measure out. Still I'm in my house pacing forever now. Every man for himself, yeah, it's whatever now. Everyone for their health, gotta get better now. Man, I could never doubt that. So here's something I wrote in the past 24 hours. To everyone locked in with soldiers. Shit, yeah, gotta scream that louder. To all those feeling boxed in. Our state of mind, it holds all power. Feels like 2020's going up in smoke. Black powder.
Yeah, my boy, man, Freeze, you know, TOS, that's time over snitching, you know what I'm saying? He got his own little movement going on, you know, that's pretty dope. My boy Los, he got some dope stuff coming out. He got a solo project. You know, French Lamar, of course, urban poetry, about to do our thing again. My brother down Houston, his name Thomas, he doing his thing right now. You know, it's gonna be a nice little wave for 2022, guaranteed.
Right. So that's big. You know, that's what like the hair was coming up here. Now in Pittsburgh too, I noticed a lot. You're interested in the Pittsburgh rappers. I've seen a lot of Fed to God videos with Wiz and Juicy J and all that. Do you know Fed here in the city? I know you know Fed, right?
I heard of him. I know of him, but I don't know him personally. You know, don't know him personally.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. I met him a few times with Looney, you know, but you know, like you, I don't know him. I just met him, you know, but I see a lot of that dropping now. And how is the reception for the music here in this city, in Pittsburgh?
I mean, you get local shows. You know, that's a good thing. You get some people come out and support. But like I said before, you know, no radio play or anything is not really getting that airwave that you need. You know?
Right.
Just doing something right now, a little spot, and you know, performing. That's good, but it's not going to let you excel. You know.
How about internet radio? You know, forget the local radio per se, and jump in and look at internet radio. How you know, any access to that, or you know, any you know, for any artists coming out here, because it's hard. You know, I know, especially here in this city, it's small, and it's not, and Pittsburgh's not very big, but the music scene is like real small circles as far as, you know, the mainstream. But with the underground, with the venues, or even catching shows, you know, how would that, you know, as far as getting on internet radios and more internet platforms, does that help?
Yeah, it definitely will help. You know, internet, the way to move today. You know, that's how you get heard worldwide. So yeah, internet radio.
The internet is. So what's Swerve Gotti listening to? What you got in your on your short playlist right now? You know, what you vibing with?
Oh man, it depends on my mood. You know, depend on my mood.
Yeah,
I'm always gonna listen to Jigga. I'm always gonna listen to Nas. You know, then sometimes I go back to my old school days with G-Rap and Rakim. You know, then sometimes I go to my local boys with my man Freeze, TOS, my boy Los, Urban Poetry. You know,
yeah.
It depend on my vibe. You know, I always listen to Mozzie too, because Mozzie got me open.
Yeah, Mozzie.
I like to do a song with Mozzie, man.
That's hot. Yeah. I got to talk to 2K. He's supposed to be coming through probably next week. 2K can come through, so we'll find, you know, see what's up with Mozzie. I know he works with him a lot in the studio. So yeah, that'll be neat. You know, they all open for that East Coast, West Coast, doing everything. You know, they're opening it up, and that's the vibe right there for real. You know, and you know, with Freestyle Fridays in the past, you know, we always have a bunch. You know, this is coming back for 2022. You know, Swerve coming. Swerve is family. iHipHopTV. You know, in the place. So when Swerve's gonna be coming through, you're gonna be get used to seeing Swerve popping in, letting us go what's going on. But and before we get into any other music and stuff, what's out there in the topics that you worry about, you know, as far as what's happening in society, you know, in the culture, in the neighborhood, in the communities, and what are some of the ways you see that could correct it?
You know, the topic that bothers me the most, you know, everybody got their own beliefs, you know, but I believe what I believe, you know.
Right.
That COVID stuff, you know, some people take it really serious.
Right.
is, you know what I'm saying is not existing or anything, but you know, I walk around every day without a mask and been sick. You know what I'm saying? My family members ain't been sick. You know, like we do that, you know. But
have y'all been vaccinated?
Because when it was at a high.
Are you vaccinated? Are you in the family? Y'all vaccinated? No. Okay.
Not at all.
Are you more careful?
It's confusing. It's confusing because
So why don't we breathe when needed from the trees we seeded while the air is pure before that shit's depleted? I don't see the concern, I only see the conceited, and it's like they never learn how the wrong repeated. Give me a second to go envision a life full of truth, living with no premonition. I've been on an intermission, they've been waiting in a mission, but these drugs still been fucking up my physical condition. Need to get over myself, or I'll never live to see my shit get off of the shelf. Maybe that shit would stem from me trying to please motherfuckers I can never please. I've been on a path more unexplored than the 7 seas. Weight to hold in front of me is heavier than double D's. Never need no pardon now, nothing you to trouble me. But I lead the way to get you past that. What you need to say, you can ask that. No fake smile can mask that. We would all do it different if we backtrack. That's just the name of the game. Y'all should all stay in your lane. You ain't not one and the same, talking shit on my name, but you better refrain.
Okay, they playing favorites. They playing Satan. I got a vision, ain't gon' never let them change it with they misconstrued point of view. Say I'm hesitating. That self-fallacious interpretation, just practice patience. Me and my demons with these head-on collisions had me walking with the faithless for a minute. They tell these stories with premeditated endings. Say my story has been written, so just let me fucking finish. I'm ascending to my higher self. Bury the pain of my old, cold, dying self. They always said a caged bird can't sing, and they weren't wrong. So baritone, I wanted to end my song, was my high pitch. Remember times I didn't talk, felt like a misfit. How would it end if I ended? The dead make me sad, but memories make me smile. With my dad in my head, determined to make him proud. So I penetrate the earth just to leave my mark. Though I'm knowing when it's over, I'ma leave with scars. Cause I cut myself open just to show my heart. Then I paid with my blood just to set the bar. See, I'm no saint, but I'm no sadist. Opinions tainted, so fuck a favorite. God gave me favor, just trying to be the greatest.
We are back. This is iHipHopTV.com, Aluddin19 Freestyle Fridays. We're here with Swerve Gotti from the legendary urban poetry rap group, Pittsburgh based. Swerve is from the Northeast, and we was talking about, you know, that's the music and the flow, the way the music is flowing these days. Like, you know, the Northeast, like it's tag team, and Swerve is into Mozzie from California, when the Bay Area and the East Coast got a connection. Pittsburgh in the West Coast, I mean, got a connection. You know, so that's big, you know, in that. So we was talking about the internet and the uses and how you are used, like with the internet radio, like the radio in Pittsburgh is that there's like one station and there ain't even. It is kind of crazy, but the internet radio is the way to go, I would figure, you know, at this point, because the internet is where everything's popping, everything's happening at, you know. So today, in your style, when you went into the studio with urban poetry, y'all going with French and y'all get in there and y'all lay the track out, is a lot of stuff that you do written, or some stuff is partially written and then you flow it out, or is it all freestyle? How do you approach it?
You speak the truth. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit of mixture of both. If you're freestyling the truth, you write it down. If it's, you know what I'm saying, if it got to be a long story, whatever, you know, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
That's how we go about it, speaking the truth.
Yeah. That's, I mean, there's no other way. You know, that's how you got to do it. You know, you come at it in that sense. You know, and like you said, it's all the truth. So when you go in there, so it's the stuff that you have on your mind, you trying to get off your chest, or stuff that you prepared, or you just, you know, when you're getting it out there, it's like it's your own experiences. So it's a lot of it coming straight off the head, off the dome, straight off the top.
Right. That's why it's a mixture of freestyle, because it's real. You know, it's coming off the dome. Right.
Right.
It ain't nothing written. We don't get writer's block.
See, writer's block
people
don't
get
exist.
writer's block. Nah, people get writer's block. You're not telling the truth. How can you get writer's block if you're speaking what's real?
Right.
You know, if I say my mom and dad name, I ain't gonna get writer's block. I know that's their name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
it is. You know how it goes, man. But when we step in that booth, man, it's serious. You know, we're going to war. It's like we battle each other too. You know what I'm saying? That's what make our music dope. We pull the best out of each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta challenge each other to go harder, to keep going level. So, you know, with everything coming up, and we was talking about the COVID too. We're gonna jump back into that, because that was interesting what you talked about, because it's affecting open performances and stuff like that, like venues. If you're not vaccinated, they ain't gonna let you perform, or they're not gonna let you come through. So, but we was talking about that topic that you wanted to get into about the COVID, and you was talking about that. I want you to continue on with that thought and that topic.
Yeah, like I don't knock how people feel. You know, like your feelings. You know, can nobody tell you you're wrong? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. But me personally, I think it's overrated. I feel like it's some kind of cold. It's some kind of cold. It's just too many holes in it to make me believe of what they really say.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, when it was going down real bad, you know, there was a lot of restaurants with a mask coming into it, but once you get in, you take your mask off. As long as you're 10 feet away from each other. Come on, man, how far a sneeze could go?
Yeah.
Whether you're 10 feet or not. And besides, when we wear these little paper masks, right, that's another thing that gets to me, you know? How you think our lungs get oxygen? We must be breathing in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you wear them paper masks, your lungs getting oxygen because we still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes you think we're not breathing in compression?
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got an oxygen mask with oxygen tanks on it, or oxygen tank on your back, or cartridges,
mm-hmm.
you're not breathing in no fresh air. You're breathing in all the pollution anyway. But they say it help prevent. Come on, man. Just like they said the vaccination is supposed to help prevent, but then next thing you know, you got to get a new one. Then you got to get another one because that one wasn't strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
And what really kills me is we don't even know the solution to the problem. It ain't no cure to this. So how we going to take vaccination shots or something we don't know the cure to? So you don't know what you're polluting your body with.
Right.
So like, all this stuff just be killing me. Like from the beginning, it was like, you know, mainly the minorities like blacks and Spanish might catch it faster than others, and then, you know, it changed. It was elderly people, you know, and the elderly people that was getting it was usually the ones who was homeless or
Right.
older, you
Right.
know, and just put that in the government's form. If you homeless, you got no hope anyway, so they use them as gimmicks.
Well, you don't hear
older. Okay,
you don't hear. I've never heard much about homeless people, you know, falling into the hospitals. That's the thing.
That was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right, and that was all at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like now, everybody now is affected. Then they got a new one. Like just everything. The vaccinations from Johnson & Johnson. 2 weeks later, they got a new one. Like how do we keep getting these new vaccinations if we don't know the cure?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, then you got doctors who protest and didn't want to work no more because they don't want to take the shot. That's an eye raise right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one time they was paying people to take the shot. When you pay people stuff like that's called an experiment. You see what I'm saying? So you paying me to take a shot, but you don't pay me to get Elvis off of my tooth to get pulled because I got a cavity or something.
Yeah.
Or I got a headache. You don't pay me for go get aspirins, but you'll pay me to go get a shot. Come on, man. That's an experiment, man. Like, it's just too much loopholes in it. You know?
It is.
It's just too much.
It is. What I do know, it takes about 10, 15 years to get a good vaccine probably going. You know, like, I mean, everybody's been vaccinated because it was the polio, it was the measles, and especially if you was in the service, you had all them shots. You know, if you didn't, you had yellow fever if you was going overseas and all these malaria, all that stuff. But with this stuff, it's a little different. You know, I'm starting to question it a little bit. I'm vaccinated. You know, I have been vaccinated, but you know, I've already was on a regimen of stuff to keep my antibodies up. But the vaccination, you know, the wife works in the medical profession, so she comes in contact with people that's with, especially with this new one, and it's to the point where I heard doctors said everybody's going to catch this Omicron. It's like a cold. It's like a regular cold. You know, when you get it. I was reading about it. Don't attack your lungs and stuff like the variant and the Delta. You know, so that tells me either these vaccines are doing something, changing it in the variant that's making it weaker, or it's a weaker strain. We just had 3 different strains of a virus tested on us, and we don't, you know, to see what happened. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel you.
It's all population control to me, you know. As soon as people will have something on their ID or some kind of card to show that they've been vaccinated, and those are going to be like, they're going to be populations of vaccinations, they're going to be populations of non-vaccinations, and that's how they're going to control the population. That's what I really believe, you know, because when people get sick, they tell you quarantine for 10 to 12 days. How you know that if we ain't got a cure? And guess what? When you do that, you start to get your senses back. That sounds like the flu to me then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a real bad flu. It's like a combination of like a bunch of different. It's like a hybrid. You know,
even when it was bad happening, all you heard, every death was due to COVID. You know, you ever heard no natural causes no more. Everything's COVID. I mean, they're making their money off it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing too about that, if somebody dies off of COVID, they pay the bill. The government's paying the bill for that. I lost a lot of relatives in this pandemic. You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, a lot with, you know, maybe having the underlying health conditions. You know, I've seen people, you know, 29, 30 leave us behind that stuff. You know that. So I'm like, wow. You know, so that makes you think too. You know, it's the health. But like I said, if you've been functioning and doing the way you've been doing through all this time and ain't been sick, you know, that does say something. You know, I mean, that says you got a strong immune system, you know, and you know, that's the way it goes. You know, you can't say good black don't crack, baby. You just don't get it.
Hey.
You just don't get it.
I tell people to drink faucet water. Stop drinking that bottled water. It's pure in your system too much. Drink faucet water. Keep that lid in.
But you say keep that lid in you, huh?
Yeah, drink some faucet water. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you know, back in the day we was young, there was no bottled water. We was drinking out that water fountains from Warren, Ohio water and all that other stuff, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think so too, but now there's a problem, I guess, with the pipe system eroding and more lead is getting into the water. Lead levels have increased. So we'll see how that goes. You know, when there's a neighborhood with a bunch of crazy people and a lot of stuff going on, yeah, there's something in the water over there. You know, it's definitely in the water over there. That's what it is. That's what it is. But there have been a few rappers, you know, that have battled through the COVID too, you know, or whatever.
My question is though, P, is it really COVID? Like I said, everything's COVID related. They don't even talk about AIDS no more.
Well, COVID,
everything's just COVID.
COVID have AIDS properties in it. That's the weird thing about it. It's like SARS and HIV combined. You know, it's like both of them combined.
They said it's an easy way to catch it, AIDS, those shots and all that stuff. I did a little research on it. You contact HIV, and stuff. Yeah. So like, why would I want to take that?
That
shot.
Yeah. You know, I respect people that don't take it and go it and haven't experienced it or been sick and been lucky enough, fortunate enough not to lose anybody to it, you know. So, and that's big, and it's encouraging. You know, that's the big thing. It's encouraging, you know. So people should be encouraged by that, you know, be for real, you know.
It's just one thing, P. The thing that gave me the most is you got doctors got fired because they wouldn't take the shot. They doctors. You got they tried to pay us at one time to take it. That's an you know, raised there. And then on top of that, like, they still leaving everything open. Then they close it. Then they open. Then they close it. There's no, like, and then ain't no cure. So why we taking these shots? That's the thing that bothers me. Like, it's confusing, and I refuse to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, we got white blood. We got white blood cells for a reason. It kills everything. So I guess I got some strong white blood cells.
You got those strong white blood cells. That's immune system, no underlying condition. That's good, you know, and let's keep it that way, you know, for real. And I noticed too, like you said, from the beginning, when you go into the supermarkets or whatever, they had the guys wiping down the carts. They had hand sanitizers and wipes everywhere. Now you don't see that stuff. You don't see it anywhere. So I think that could be a part of this bad bug going around now, because what I read about Omicron is just like a flu. And for some people, you won't, because professional football, you know, they catch it, and those are athletes. So, and Von Miller had it, and he's an asthmatic. When he early on, when it first came out, he caught it, and he survived it, and he got back. You know, so it affects people differently too. You know, depending on how your health. You know, like you said, your white blood cell count. You know, you got to keep that up. Do everything to keep that going. You know, and that's a fact, for real.
Drink faucet water. Drink faucet.
hit it from the spigot. You know, hit it from the spigot.
Project, baby. Drink faucet water.
Hit it from the spigot. So, you know, and on top of that, anything else, you know, going on, you know, with the holidays and all the stuff, you know, I noticed something, you know, as far as with music, you know, like once 2022 hit, it seems like everything kind of stopped. You know what I mean? I mean, there's probably shows going on and coming up, but I haven't heard or seen anything buzzing. You know, I've heard events being canceled left and right, you know, being canceled left and right.
That's because it's COVID.
That COVID doing it.
Because of this COVID stuff, you know.
Something else.
You know what really affect Pete.
What's that?
Honestly, it really affect the kids.
Yeah. Education.
You know, like the kids who trying to, they not even just the education, right? They motivation.
Yeah.
It's their motivation, because kids really want to play sports. Kids, like, they dream of being something, you know, special in sports. And with the COVID, they cut down sports. It ain't no sports. That make the kid lose his drive. So what the kid gonna have then? Instead of making statistics, they become a statistic, because now they fall into the wrong crowd. They lost their drive or their dream because they can't conquer their dream, because their dream being stopped because of COVID. You know, that's what it hurts the most right now, these kids, you know.
Yeah, and that's true. You know, it affects their, you know, them getting to their potential and preparing and practicing to get to their potential, especially like you said in competition sports. You know, and for education. I was reading stuff where straight A students went home on this home, and now, you know, they went from A students to failing, you know, and I think that's the structure. They're disciplined in the structure, so they're missing that structure, and they're not disciplined enough to do the studies online, because a lot of them are online. They can do everything else on there, but you can't study on there. You know, I mean, so, and it is taxing on the eyes too. It does hurt the eyes.
I think what plays that part is because you at home.
Right.
So let's just think, like, we at home, we gonna want to watch TV, we gonna want to lay it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna act like we're using the bathroom just to get away from the computer. Like, it's a lot of distraction.
Yeah, it is. It's discipline, you know, because you got to isolate yourself, and then, you know, and come out, and then you do got to get up and circulate, walk around. You know, I'd say every hour on the hour, take 10 minutes. You know, 5 good minutes, and walk and stretch and whatever to loosen yourself up and get back into the flow. And that does it, you know, as well, you know. And it's important too. Like,
and we talking about kids.
Yeah. I know. We talk about kids. They'll sit there and go to sleep on that.
About kids, you know. Right?
They'll put their head down and go right to sleep.
It's like them being in a library for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
You know,
they run in circles.
They're gonna lose interest.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I said the structure for them to be in the classroom is important, you know, and it helps them, you know, it helps them with socialization, you know, as well as, you know, bonding, and that's growth, you know, getting firsthand education, you know, instruction. You know, which is big, you know, so that's big. Now, one of the things I noticed too with schools, and I noticed too, I don't see kids. I played instruments and stuff coming up. You don't see kids playing instruments, you know, or you know, Karen, did they take the music out of the schools? And I'm guessing not all, because schools have marching bands. You know, I see that. I mean, but leading up to that, I don't see the young kids caring, or you don't take them home anymore. Do you know? I don't have any school-age kids playing instruments, huh?
I really don't have no clue to that stuff, but, you know, like, I don't know, man. I mean, just think about school period with this youth now. You know, a lot of youth don't even want to go to school, you know, like, they rather run around and try to be something they shouldn't want to be. You know, because a lot of fathers either dead or in jail that had a manly discipline.
Yeah.
You know, or don't care.
Yeah.
You know, one of the three. You know, so like they losing interest and they trying to be something they shouldn't want to be.
That is a big issue, because it looks like they've taken all of the activities and programs away from the kids. This is my observations. It looks like, and for this city, and for I lived in a lot of cities, but for this city, it's a lot. What I noticed is they took, especially in the inner cities, they took all of the activities and productive stuff away from the inner city kids, and they shifted all them funds into the police departments. They start buying military weapons, the SWAT armored trucks and all this stuff, and they upgrading every year, and they get to go on these police conventions once a year where they can get drunk and beat up people and run away. That's like the people that they supposed to be doing. But that's my observation here. You know, I mean, coming up, there was always recs. You know, there was rec centers that you could go. The baseball fields and the basketball courts was always kids. That's where you can find all the kids in the summertime, especially. You know. And then the gyms of the local elementary schools could be open for basketball and stuff. But all that's gone. Summer jobs, you know, you have summer jobs. You know, you take pride in your city, your neighborhood. Create summer job. Pay these kids to clean up their neighborhoods or to clean up other kids. Take kids from the east and put in the west and clean that up, so they get to learn the people and the neighborhoods and everything else, and maybe cut down on some of that, you know, that other violence. You know, give kids jobs. If they making money and doing what they got to do, they don't got time to play with guns and be out there in the streets because they growing and they achieving and they're able to support and take care of a family if they want to. You know, that's an important factor that I look at. You know, and again, you know, like I said, like some places I know where the cost of living's like, even here, the cost of living is going sky high. I mean, if you don't know, most people, and probably within the next five years, I would say that soon, that if you don't make like 150, 200, 250,000 per year, you ain't going to be able to live in no city. You know, it's going to start staring people outside back into the suburbs, you know, and a lot of them suburbs have racial police departments, racist, you know, town members or racist histories and stuff. And then you're going to be getting a big influx to where the minority is going to be outnumber everything else, you know. So like there's communities around this city, like small towns we know, like places like the Keysport and Clareton and stuff like that. Think they bad now. There's going to be people going in there. You know, they close down big housing projects and move people out. You know, where they going to go? What's going to, you know, and that's where it's going. It's doing that everywhere, every city. You know, because there's a lot of building, right, but people cannot afford to live in those locations. You know, they can't live in them houses. They can't live. You know, they can't afford those apartments. Not by yourself. You need a roommate. If not a roommate, you need two. You know, right. So that's going on. That's going on. So for artists today, you know, somebody starting out, getting into the game, want to start out and start making music and cutting records and try to go for it. What would you tell them right now, today? What would you tell them?
Don't never let nobody tell you can't do it. If that's your drive and that's your dream, push it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you say ain't corny because somebody gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because somebody don't like it, somebody will. Just keep pushing it, and you're gonna find that audience you need to find to succeed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's real talk, man. That's great advice.
Never give up, never quit.
Yeah, that's facts. You know, that's how you got to. That's how, and I hear a lot of people getting that. A lot of people getting that. You know. So that's great. So this is Aluddin19 Freestyle Fridays. We're here with Swerve Gotti from the Urban Poets, you know, urban poetry. So you know it. And we get into it. And right now, like in the freestyle arena, like out there, what do you see as far as artists that are, you know, like, can you tell? And it's hard to because you can't hardly say with some of them. But can you tell if somebody's coming off their dome or if it's written?
Yeah. Yeah. It's only one way you could tell, in my eyes. If you point out and you just keep pointing different things, they just keep going on and on as you change the subject.
Yeah.
Then you know it's freestyle. You know, because right now, you know, there's be so much stuff written and people remember it could be old stuff and it sound new to people. It's like a freestyle, you know?
Yeah.
But to me, when you point out different things or they talk about things that's relevant right in front of each other and they just keep pointing out things, then you know what it is. That's off the dome.
Yeah, yeah. That's off the dome. That's great.
All the other stuff, you know, it's hard to tell, but, you know, to me, you know what I mean? But if you ain't doing it like how I just explained, I don't know. Everybody say freestyle, then that's the case.
Everybody. Well, you know, that's, you know, that's big. You know, freestyle to me has always been an expression. If you had something to say, you got on the mic like people write, they got something to say, they sit down and write. A freestyle, you hit the party, you know, the DJ break the mic out and people start going for it on the break beats, you know, or the records back in the day. You remember, you know, you going out there. You was probably young when that was going on. You was catching your vibe, you know, then
Yeah.
you know that.
I go back. I remember rapping Duke and all that. I go back.
Rapping Duke. There it is.
Yeah, I go back. I go back. The hard. I go back.
Yeah. Yeah, the hard. I haven't heard that one for a minute. Yeah. So
I love music, man. I study the history. So I go back.
Yeah, see that's what really one of the interesting things. You're like a hip hop historian, you know, a rap historian, you know,
right.
And we need that to keep it going. That's why you're going to be seeing a lot of Swerve on iHipHopTV, because he's going to be laying down the history for you, you know.
No doubt.
The segment with Swerve's laying out the history of rap and everything, the evolution, you know. So when you listen to a lot of that back in the day stuff, who do you like? I mean, as far as, because I listen to a lot of it here and there. I got a lot of it. But because I remember back then we was DJing, I was carrying crates for DJs, you know, learning. So who do you like going back there? You mentioned the rapping Duke, the hard. What
era you talk? You want to talk Curtis Blow, the breaks?
There it is.
You want to talk Grandmaster Flash? Like you want to talk, you know, the 80s, them boys. You want to talk 90s? You know, like.
All right. You know, that's good, and that's going to lead up to a segment that you're going to do. It's going to be the top of the air. I'm gonna give you that's going to be your first, you know, assignment to come out and pick them out for the air. The top 10 per each air. You know. Start with the 80s, you know. I want that from Swerve. I want that from Gotti. I want the top 10. The top 10 from the there, and then you know you'll be able to get 3 honorable mentions for each one. You know, because it's hard.
Right.
So I give
play that up for me.
I give you the 3 honorable mentions for each air. You know that you can match.
Right.
You got that? You got that?
Yeah, no doubt. I ain't gonna let you down, Pete. You know what I mean?
See, I like that. I like that because I know
I got you.
I know that's right up your alley, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
And then we're gonna compare your findings with the findings of, you know, in general, what they call the so-called music professionals out there, you know, the writers and stuff like that.
Oh man, hey man, I'm ready.
There you go. You know, get it down. Get your notes. Yeah. Get your notes in the books. That's gonna be a good one for you right there. But you mentioned it. You know, like when you mentioned, you know, back there, like you remember the Furious 3 and all, because Kumo D came off of that.
Yeah, Crush Groove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The Cold Crush Brothers. I remember when I first heard them. Man, the Cold Crush, woo, that was out of there, boy. We used to be, if you gave to a party, we was DJing, you might hear that record a dozen times before you leave, man, Buzz. And everybody's still dancing every time we come on. So that's big. So in that
I got a question for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? If you have $1 and you only could buy one of these songs and for the rest of your life, which song would you choose? Planet Rock or Atomic Dog? One of your era.
I like Atomic Dog. I'm
Atomic
an Atomic Dog.
Yeah.
I'm Atomic Dog. You know. Why I gotta be like that, I don't know. It's just a dog in me. But you know, that's how it go. But Planet Rock, I remember when Planet Rock came out in that era. We was in that era, and that's when the popping and everything was hitting.
Breakdancing, right?
And the breaking and all that stuff. You know, a lot of the movies. What movie wasn't Breaking 2 shot in Pittsburgh? I think one of them ones with Ray Don
Rapping.
The one with Mario Van Peebles.
Manchester.
Yeah, Mario Van Peebles. I think it was. Yeah, shot in Manchester. Yep.
Yeah,
So
rapping.
So I knew I'd missed that, but I caught the Fish to Save Pittsburgh and some others back in the day. I learned Flash Dance and everything. But Pittsburgh, and a lot of people don't know, there is a great music history. You being from Newark, and that's the neat thing, because there's a big music history in Newark. So when you say Newark in general, that's where Parliament really started from, up in New Jersey. They were across the board. I give Newark credit for that one, because they're right there. It was an edge town right there. They're Newark, you cross the street, So I give Newark the credit. So with Newark having that, and you have that with that music vibe back there, especially with hip hop, with rap coming in. And then Pittsburgh, when you come and to this environment with the music, they have a music history, in the city with jazz and big voices, and stuff like that. Rap, not so much. Do you think until, there's good rappers. There's a lot of good producers to come out of here that went out and made it. And that's in this area.
Yeah.
A lot of good producers.
Sam Snead, right?
Sam Snead is big, representing, and Mailman and them up on the hill, and Black Seas.
Tuffy Tough.
Yeah, Tuffy Tough. Yeah. So a lot come out of here, producers wise, and not to Wiz and Mac Miller, that came out of here, which was a product, and that's from a different era. When I'm putting them aside, because that's before. When you go back before them, who was it? What was happening?
Well, before them, you had a group called F3 out of Homewood. My man Hot Rod, they was really tough. You had a boy Joe Beast from the Hill. He represented. You had some lyrical people out here still. Joe Beast actually was doing good. He did a couple of jams with some good people like Dre and the boys.
Okay. You see, so see that history. A lot of people might not know about that. Coming out there, but that's why I said before that the East Coast, the West Coast, Pittsburgh connection is big, and that same could be said with Cincinnati, the Natty, and all up and down the Beltway, the Funk Belt. That's what that was. We had all the funk bands coming out of that one stretch of road in Ohio.
Ohio players, Heat Wave.
Right. There's so many to come out of there. Slave, I think members of Slave, come up out of there. Roger Troutman,
tough.
All of them was in there. Even more. Then you got Cincinnati. You got Bootsy Collins. You got L.A. Reid, Babyface, them. They all come out of Cincinnati. So that music, L.A. Reid got his name, but when they talk about it, he said that pimp from Cincinnati got us. I used to crack up when I heard that. They was talking about L.A. Reid. But that's that whole Ohio, and a lot of people I don't think pick up, know that, realize that, Aura and all them groups all up and down that Beltway. But that's what I'm looking at here, because like growing up, the history here is jazz. You got the Hampton, Roger Humphreys. They always kept jazz alive and music. And then you had bands. I remember back in the day, a band called the Allen Brothers. They was a good cover band. They used to be. They might still be out there funking, but they used to be, covering songs, playing. So that was the thing until it shifted into that rap era. When the rap era came in, everything shifted. Then that music, it like when Sugar Hill came, and I know the story about Sugar Hill too as well. Big Bang Hank, he stole the Cold Crushers. He had the Cold Crushers lyrics. He used their lyrics. For that, right? Because he was managing them at the time. But so that does show you that all that was going on while the Rappers Delight had blew up. They was just the one that caught the break, got the right people, and blew up at that time. And took it. And a lot of other people were doing it in the streets, but not been brought to the mainstream. So that started a flood out of New York, and North Jersey of the rappers. you know, the hip hop era, you know, the movement.
We get it bad up in Jersey, you know, like it's so dope, you know what I mean? But New York don't want us on. They don't want that. They want to keep it New York as the Mecca. Nah, they can't mess with us, man.
Yeah.
Nah. Newark, baby. Newark. Some of them Newark.
Newark, huh?
That's right, Newark.
Let them know. Let them know. You know, there's a big connection with Newark and Tupac and everything. That, you know, the East Side was up there. Yeah, the East Side is from there. You know.
No, the Outlaws.
Outlaws, yeah, the
Outlaws.
Fatal
Hussein.
Outlaws, yeah.
Outlaws,
yeah.
Fatal Hussein, and you know, the other ones, you know, saying they from Montclair and New Brunswick, you know, but Fatal from Newark.
Yeah, Newark, yeah. So yeah, they came together. Yeah, the Outlaws. My bad. Yeah, that's who that was. And then you had Tretch, you know, and them he came out there and he walked with Pac. That was him and Pac was tight, you know. So and that came on. Naughty by nature, of course. Yeah, you know, that came in the air right on time to bring that party vibe with hip hop. That was hard. It was still gangster.
A lot of people don't know Ice-T from Newark.
Ice-T really from Newark?
Yeah, they really from Newark. Yeah, he's from Newark.
Really from Newark.
Yeah, they went out to the West Coast. Yeah, he be coming back to Newark, you know, representing.
Yeah. He probably do. He up there. Working. We're working in Manhattan every day. You know, SVU. No, I never knew that. I met Ice-T. I got a name for you. I know you remember. It's a Jersey rapper. Met Ice-T at a Schoolie D concert.
Schoolie D?
Schoolie
D. Schoolie D.
People don't know about that. Looking at my Gucci is about that time.
About that time, yeah.
People don't know about that. That's Schoolie.
That's when Ice-T made 6 in the morning.
Yeah, made 6 in the morning off of that kind of rap. And him, Schoolie and Ice-T used to tour together. They toured together doing shows, and that's where I met him. Okay. You know, back in the day, they came through Pittsburgh, and I met a man, had a drink with Ice-T, was talking. That's whenever Colors was out at the top of the thing, you know. So that's what it was fun. And him and Schoolie was doing. Schoolie was doing, you know, his thing, and then Ice would go up there and shut it down, you know. But it was cool, nice vibe, you know. Ice and smooth. I always liked Ice-T, you know. Followed his music and everything, you know. And Schoolie D still today, you know. Schoolie's he's in the Rolodex. But what else in Jersey? A lot of people don't know. Trenton got a big music history, you know. Down there with artists coming out of Poor Righteous Teachers.
Poor Righteous Teacher, YZ.
Yep. And producers. And producers come out of Willenboro. You know, out of Willenboro, there's been some out of Camden even, you know, that crept up, but they claim something else, you know. But
I'm from North, P. I'm from North.
I know.
I'm from North. It's really geographic. It's real geographic.
Yeah.
Right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's real geographic.
Yeah. I remember, but Newark itself, you know, and then like, and that train from like, if you go between Philly and Newark, and you go into Newark or going to New York, you pass through them towns like Elizabeth and Patterson and all that going in there. You know, a lot of talent came out of there.
Yeah.
But in Newark, who would you say is the biggest? Is there any rapper that came out of there that you said, yeah, they came out and they did it right? You know, a lot of people say Redman.
He did, but I would say who did it right, and they from like East Orange.
Okay.
But they rep Newark. It's sort of like a Wilkinsburg and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's real close.
Yeah.
Like Wilkinsburg and Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So like it's sort of like that. I would say Queen Latifah.
Yeah, Latifah. Yeah. Yeah, she made her mark.
I say her over Naughty by Nature.
Her over Naughty? Yeah. Yeah, because she done evolved it. She done took her career and spun it into a TV career and acting career too. So and
she did it right.
Yeah, did it right and laid a path. That's right. I forgot Latifah was from Jersey. You know, a lot of people don't know that.
But she made the anthem. She made the anthem that they played in every state. I can't forget New Jersey.
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
That's
New Jersey Drive.
Yep, yep. That's big. Yep, she did.
And they played that everywhere.
Yep, yep.
So like that New York song with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, they play that everywhere, but they talking about New York.
New York, yeah, they do play it everywhere.
Yeah, that's how you know it's classic.
Yeah, it's going to transcend. That's the music we talk about. That will be around 10 years from now. We still be listening to it. We'll still be listening to it. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We'll check it out. When we come back, we're going to get a nice smooth vibe from Swerve. He's going to give y'all a little something, you know, just a little something, you know, a little sample. You know, you got to go cop. But we're back. Swerve. This is Aluddin19 Freestyle Fridays. I'm Pstock. Here with Swerve, Urban Poetry. Let's go.
You know, shout out to my nigga P Stool, Big Will, addressing the culture. Shout out to my niggas Aluddin19 Freestyle Friday, stand up. My nigga Freeze, TOS, stand up. My nigga French, stand up. My boy Los, Urban Poetry, stand up. Freestyle Friday, here you go, check it. Yo. Text on the dresser, infrared bin compressor. Switch on the side, control the 30-round pressure. Military lens, apply great measure. A long distance eye test flying that would dead ya. It's hate on my plate, fake smile, fake shakes. Lost a lot of loved ones, but still didn't break. I move strategically, strategizing it completely. Straight A homework, it's hard to defeat me. Silence on my face, red eyes like the devil. Never ran from a nigga, beef got settled. From prison yards to scars, bloody knuckles in the bar, a Hennessy hit pulling poles out the car. Lifestyle is graphic, almost ain't tragic. May weight disappeared and reappear like magic. A OG veteran, still puffing medicine. Everywhere I go, best believe the heavy metal with. Stay cautious, I'm the menace that's heartless. Empty clips, then to the river where I toss it. A weight pusher, I was known as a looker. Now I'm a Pyrex baking soda cooker.
Hardly wrong when I'm right, I'm hardly correct. Hardly alive, but I'm good, but hardly a mess. Hard to survive when you living life with regret. Hard to rely on the lies you're telling yourself. If I don't die from the pain, it's gonna be from the regret. It's gonna be from the regret. It's gonna be from the regret if I don't. It's gonna be from the.
Hey, we back. This is your man Pstock. This is Aluddin19 Freestyle Fridays. Here with Swerve Gotti, Urban Poetry. You know, the smooth freestyle that's giving us. Thank you. You know, come through. But yeah, so you're gonna be seeing a lot more Swerve here on iHipHopTV. He's gonna come in with his own segments, pop in, do his thing, make it happen. You know, let you know what's going on in the music scene. And what's big is he's going to be giving his top 10 for each decade leading up to the present, you know, Swerves, you know, and, you know, he loves a good debate. So you can debate him if you want to, if like it. So that's how it goes down. That's how it goes down. But definitely, man. So any last words or anything you want to shout out there before we wrap up?
Yeah, I like to tell everybody Happy New Year. Stay safe. You know, trust no one but your instincts, and you know, just try to stay out of trouble, man. Let's elevate. Let's elevate. No more setbacks to my people. No more setbacks. Let's elevate. It's a new year. Let's try to do new things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, real talk.
That's how I do. You know, get shout out to my people, you know, Freeze, Los, French, you know what I'm saying? My Matin boys, you know what I'm saying? My family. Yeah. TOS, Urban Poetry. No doubt.
There it is. There it is. So Madden, and that's one thing we didn't top on, but we'll get on to it. Hip hop and gaming go like this. You know, I remember back in the day, and I was in Brooklyn. Me and Siv was out. We was up on Eastern Ave. There's a little gas station up there on Eastern Ave and Clawson. I think Clawson and Eastern Ave, and Eastern Ave, Atlantic Ave, and we was up there. We stopped in and get some gas, and you know, backwood. Back in the day, that's what we was doing, backwoods. And we went up in there, and we ran into Agrilaw, you know, and that's back when Grand Theft Auto, the beginning of Grand Theft Auto. We ran into Aggie, and he had just, you know, basically, I guess he got his check. He finally got his check off, first check off of that Grand Theft Auto. He's out celebrating, and then it turned to one of them nights you can't remember. You know, you just wake up, Aggie. You know, he's a cool little dude, man. Big shout out. But yeah, but hip hop and gaming.
No doubt.
So you do a lot of online Madden streaming. You play online.
No. Yeah. We got a little tournament we be getting in there. You know what I mean? It's the boys, my boys, and everything. You know, we gamble. You know, have fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus it keep us out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know, it gives something to look forward to and keep you out of trouble.
Yeah, those tournaments you kick back and you say you got your boys, you talking and you gaming. You know, it is, isn't it? Yeah, competitive. You know, and you're right. It keeps you out of trouble. Keep you off the streets.
No doubt, no doubt.
Keep you off of keep you out of COVID's way. You know, that's what I say. I stay out the way. Stay out the way of that COVID, man. He ain't no joke. He ain't no joke. He ain't no joke.
No doubt.
But that's big. But I'm sure there's music involved when y'all be playing. Y'all be jamming and listening to music and vibing. You know, on that scene.
And that's how we get out. And that's how we get out debate into the music too.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Y'all be talking about that while you be.
Doubt.
Oh, you think he better watch this?
Plus it bring right. Right. Plus it bring unity. You know, and that's a good thing.
Camaraderie.
It's a good thing.
Brings the camaraderie
No
up
doubt.
to it. You know, that's big. And I guess New England's your team too, right?
Yeah, no doubt, man. No. I'm a Giant fan.
Oh,
I just like the fatigue. You know
oh yeah, I got you.
I was ready to go to war. Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday.
I got
at war. That's right.
Yeah.
At war with the words. You know.
I can't be on Freestyle Friday and be the weakest. You know what I mean? No.
Yeah. Say no, you can't.
Yeah, I'm a brain.
It looks good though.
No.
It looks good though. You know, it looks good.
Yeah.
But that's big. So the Giants, okay, yeah, from up top, you adapt to the Giants.
Yeah,
Jersey, yeah, the Giants. That's what the Giants are. They New Jersey Giants. The Jets are New Jersey now too.
That's right.
So,
nah. See, they New York. You know, a lot of people don't know it's two owners.
Yeah, it's two different owners.
One from New York, one from New Jersey. Yeah, so you know, you get the stadium, we get the name.
Yep.
You know,
Jersey Giants. They throw New York on there for marketing purposes, but we know the deal.
Facts, but you know the stadium. Yeah,
the stadium's up there. Yep. They still up there in Secaucus, East Rutherford. Yeah,
Rutherford. Yeah,
Secaucus. What was up in Secaucus? The arena was up there, right?
Yeah, the arena.
Yeah. The arena was up in Secaucus.
Now they got the Devils Arena downtown Newark.
Oh, they
by City Hall.
Yeah, see, because they get ready to take over.
Yeah,
they get ready to take over Newark. Newark, you know, they get ready to, if they haven't already, you know, they get ready to take over. People walking their dogs downtown and chilling, you know, at their Starbucks and everything. You know how it goes. Once you see a Starbucks, you know, there goes the neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. It's sort of like once you see a liquor store in the little Chinese restaurant, you know.
Yeah, you know what that is.
Liquor store, Chinese
store.
In the hood. Yeah, black
Yeah,
people.
you in the hood.
Black
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, you in the hood.
Liquor store, Chinese store.
Yep.
Yeah, you already know.
You already know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, especially on the East Coast. You know that. You know, the liquor stores on the East Coast. Well, I can't say the West Coast is the same way. You know, you hit some of them boulevards.
It's in all urban areas. It's gonna be Chinese restaurants, fast food restaurants, and liquor stores right by each other.
All day long. All day long.
You know you're in the hood.
You know it. You know it. That hood, the hood. It's good, man. It you know, it's time to lift up the hood. But they moving the hood. They moving the hood to the suburbs and the rural areas, you know, so that's where it's gonna be. So there'll be every mile you'll be a liquor store and a Chinese restaurant. every mile.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's where we're headed. But no doubt, man. Definitely, man. You know what time it is. Swerve Urban Poetry. He'll be back at iHipHopTV, busting up from time to time, letting us know what's going on. You know, that's our guy out there making it happen, keeping us in tune. What you tune into, you know. We on it. You know, for real. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Appreciate your time. You know, definitely. We're gonna see you again. You know that. You back. And then we'll let you know. People you'll know. Catch Swerve in the top 10 each decade. Coming soon.
I'm gonna give it to you.
There it is.
You know,
there it
give
is.
It to you.
No doubt. Aluddin19 Freestyle Friday. Peace out. Peace out.
Salute.
I listen to it every night. Turn the music up the first time. I think I lost my mind. Gangstar in 89, shook 195. So if I had one wish, hip hop would never die. When I was growing up, I think I listened to it every night. Turn the music up the first time. I think I lost my mind. First group in 85.
Urban poetry salute.
So if I had one wish, hip hop would stay alive.
The Fuji's had me ready or not. Too easy heard them say, nah, said eat the rock. This super ugly giant real hip hop from a box with 4 walls. Government assistance saved us all. Remember meeting Slum Villa, learning J Dilla, wanting chillin' in the worst way. Janet by the villa, Johnny Blaze to the Gilla, one pant leg high. I'm Cool J to these ladies feeling oh so fly. Yeah, I think I lost my mind when Pox did Mama back in 95. Plot sticking me wheels like Jersey Drive. Pay homage hip hop since 75. If I had one wish, rewind my journey through this urban canvas one last time and remind a few fans why we started to rhyme. Salute the MJ, do you remember the time?
When I was growing up, I think I listened to it every night. Turn the music up the first time. I think I lost my mind. Gangstar in 89, shook 195. So if I had one wish, hip hop would never die. When I was growing up, I think I listened to it every night. Turn the music up the first time. I think I lost my mind. First group in 85. Big L died in 99. So if I had one wish, hip hop would stay alive.
Kane goes graffiti, breakdancing on the cardboards, doing flips on pissy matches, going home with bed sores. Listen to Houdini, the freeze come at night. Couldn't wait for Easter, JCPenney suits, pinstripes, red alert, stretch limousine with the chauffeur. Playing my Adidas, but I had on penny loafers. Guardian angels walking through with the gun holsters. The pride just would lie, rather high or sober. My San Roxanne, UTFO. If I rule the world and here come the show. Stick 'em, ha, stick 'em. If you had a sheepskin, you might have been the victim. 4 finger rings in the Dookie Road chain. All suede value, Lancey Street, Dana Dane. MCM, BBD, Ghazali Gold frames. East Coast, self-destruction, West Coast, same game. Low cut fade, lemonade. Market Street, Puerto Rican parade. A Tribe Called Quest, Chuck D, Flavor Flav. Cha-cha-cha, Liza Rock got played. Milk is chillin', what more can I say? I do anything to go back in the day. Let's crime and rhymes, barbecue and let you slide. Listen to Will Smith, summertime.
When I was growing up, I think I listened to it every night. Turn the music up the first time, I think I lost my mind. Gangstar in 89.
lost my mind.
First groove in 85, L died in 99.
When I was coming up, I think I listened to it every night. Sugar Hill Gang the first time, must have blew my mind. Barely getting by back in 1985. I used to turn it up so I couldn't hear my mother's cries. True story. I guess the music made me comfortable. Only time I turned it off was to watch the Huxtables. And on the nights left alone, I found a way to pass time, banging on the radiator, recreating nursery rhymes. Damn house was a nasty mess, but I could turn the music up loud like I'm Jazzy Jeff. Young Fresh Prince on the scene, Spike tried to tell us all to do the right thing. But oh, guess who didn't listen? That's when I started jacking out to try and get it with a pistol in my starter jacket. Boys in the hood, menace to society. CNN's war report, Scarface's diary.
It's 64 boy.
Scratch.
Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and adjust the culture, huh?
Yo, you know your boy Murder spit it with a raspy flow. Now ask these hoes how I let my cannon blow. Hold a 40 cal grip, catch a bad one, bro. Niggas cheese till you catch them slipping off that phone. On my own, man, this hood is so damn cold. Only fire heating up is the cops in the road. I'm high on my zone, feeling like dissolving your home. All these suckers talking shit, but you testing the chrome. Act up in the hollow tips, engaging some hoes. Hit the stomach to the face, don't come at me, cabron, so callejero. I'm deadly like a sorcerer's sword, hard as a stone. Without a worry, mentally toned, stay on my grown. Man status pumping the dro. Get slumped just to think the murder play with his dough. Keep your comments at a limit or get popped in your dome. Cause I'm ready for whatever and I'm done with this flow. But okay, niggas done started something. Got me rolling through the hood, steady hawking something. A-C-E-I-T-O, he don't play no. Roll around with my people, let the heat go. Bottom line, I'm the Chico. Did all you girls know? Smash them out, kiss them and roll. She's such a hoe, cut her loose, passing no dough.